Hey everybody, Raja here. Today we're diving into the world of cybersecurity with Burp Suite, a powerful tool for testing web applications. Before we can get our hands dirty, we need to set up a proxy. Think of a proxy like a middleman between your browser and the internet. It intercepts all your web traffic, allowing Burp Suite to analyze it for vulnerabilities. Pretty cool, right? Using a proxy is essential for web security testing. It lets us see everything that's going on behind the scenes. We can examine the requests your browser sends and the responses it receives from websites. This allows us to identify security flaws and potential attack vectors. Now let's get started with setting up our own proxy in Burp Suite. Don't worry, it's easier than it sounds. Just follow these simple steps, and you'll be intercepting web traffic like a pro in no time. Let's go. First things first, fire up Burp Suite. You should see a welcome screen with some options. Choose Temporary Project for now. We don't need to save anything yet. Once Burp Suite loads, you'll see a bunch of tabs. Don't get overwhelmed. We'll mainly be using the Proxy tab. Click on it, and you'll see some more options. Now let's set up our Proxy Listener. This is what will intercept all the traffic from our browser. Click on the Options sub-tab within the Proxy tab. You'll see a section called Proxy Listeners. By default, Burp Suite sets up a listener on port 8080. Make a note of this port number, we'll need it later. That's it for setting up the Proxy Listener. Burp Suite is now ready to intercept traffic. But before we can start analyzing anything, we need to tell our browser to use Burp Suite as its proxy. Let's do that next. Now we need to tell our browser to send all traffic through Burp Suite. This is essential for intercepting and analyzing the data that flows between your browser and the internet. We'll focus on Chrome and Firefox here, but the process is similar for other browsers. Each browser has its own way of configuring proxy settings, but the underlying principles remain the same. For Chrome, go to Settings and then System. This is where you can control how Chrome interacts with your computer's network settings. Click on Open your computer's proxy settings. This will open a new window where you can configure the proxy server details. Under Manual Proxy Setup, turn on Use a Proxy Server. This tells your browser to route traffic through the specified proxy. In the address field, enter 127.0.0.1. That's your local computer. This is the loopback address which points back to your own machine. In the port field, enter 8080, the port we noted earlier. Click Save. This port number is where Burp Suite is listening for incoming traffic. For Firefox, open Settings and go to General. Firefox has a slightly different layout, but the steps are quite similar. Scroll down to Network Settings and click Settings. Choose Manual Proxy Configuration. This will allow you to specify the proxy server details manually. In the HTTP proxy field, enter 127.0.0.1. This is the same loopback address we used for Chrome. For port, enter 8080. This ensures that Firefox will send traffic to the same port where Burp Suite is listening. Check the box for Use this proxy server for all protocols. Click OK. This ensures that all types of traffic are routed through Burp Suite. Boom! Your browser is now configured to use Burp Suite as a proxy. This is a crucial step in setting up your web security testing environment. All your web traffic will now flow through Burp Suite, and we can finally start analyzing it. This will allow us to inspect, modify, and understand the data being exchanged. Section 4. Installing the Burp Suite CA certificate. Hold your horses. This is a crucial step to ensure that Burp Suite can properly intercept and analyze your web traffic. Before you start browsing, we need to install Burp Suite's CA certificate. This certificate is essential for Burp Suite to function correctly. This certificate lets Burp Suite decrypt HTTPS traffic, which is crucial for analyzing secure web communications. Don't worry, it's a simple process. Just follow these steps, and you'll be set up in no time. First, go back to Burp Suite and click the Proxy tab. This is where you'll manage your proxy settings. Then click on the Options sub-tab. This will bring up a list of configurable options for your proxy. In the Proxy Listener section, click the Export CA Certificate button. This will allow you to save the certificate to your computer. Choose Certificate in DER format, and save the file somewhere you can easily find it. This format is compatible with most browsers. Now let's install the certificate. For Chrome, the process is straightforward. Open Settings and go to Privacy and Security. This is where you'll manage your security settings. Click on Security, and then Manage Certificates. This will open the Certificate Management interface. Go to the Trusted Root Certification Authorities tab and click Import. This is where you'll add the Burp Suite certificate. Select the Burp Suite certificate you downloaded earlier and follow the prompts. For Firefox, the steps are slightly different but just as easy. Open Settings and go to Privacy and Security. This is where you'll find the certificate management options. Scroll to Certificates and click View Certificates. This will open the Certificate Manager. Select the Authorities tab and click Import. This is where you'll add the Burp Suite certificate. Choose the Burp Suite certificate you downloaded and click Open. Follow the prompts to complete the installation. Check the box for Trust this CA to identify websites and click OK. This ensures that the certificate is trusted by your browser. With the certificate installed, Burp Suite can now decrypt and analyze HTTPS traffic, allowing you to see everything going on in plain text. This is invaluable for security testing. Don't worry, this is only for your testing purposes. Now you're ready to dive deep into your web traffic analysis with Burp Suite. Section 5. Intercepting and inspecting web traffic. Now for the fun part. Open your browser and navigate to any website. If you followed the steps correctly, you should see a notification in Burp Suite that it's intercepting traffic. This means Burp Suite is capturing all the requests your browser is sending and the responses it's receiving. You can now inspect these requests and responses in detail. Click on any request or response in Burp Suite, and you'll see all the headers, parameters, and data being transmitted. This is where the real security testing begins. By carefully examining this data, you can start identifying potential vulnerabilities. Are there any sensitive parameters being sent in plain text? Are there any input fields that are vulnerable to injection attacks? These are just some of the questions you can start asking yourself as you analyze the intercepted traffic. Section 6. Testing your proxy configuration. Before you go on a bug hunting spree, let's make sure everything is working as expected. First, check the Burp Suite proxy history. You should see a list of all the requests and responses passing through the proxy. Next, visit a secure website, an HTTPS one. If you can browse securely without certificate errors, your Burp Suite CA certificate is installed correctly. Lastly, try intercepting a simple form submission. Fill out a basic web form and submit it. You should be able to intercept the request in Burp Suite and see all the form data. If everything checks out, you're good to go. You've successfully set up your Burp Suite proxy and are ready to start testing web applications like a pro. Section 7. Troubleshooting common proxy issues. Sometimes things don't go as planned. You might find yourself stuck, frustrated, and unsure of what to do next. Here are some common issues and how to fix them. These steps will help you troubleshoot and resolve the most frequent problems. If your browser can't connect to the internet, double-check your browser's proxy settings and make sure they match what you configured in Burp Suite. This is often the first place where things can go wrong. Also, verify that Burp Suite is running and listening on the correct port. Without this, your browser won't be able to communicate with Burp Suite. If you're seeing certificate errors on HTTPS websites, ensure you've installed the Burp Suite CA certificate correctly in your browser's trusted root certificate store. This step is crucial for intercepting HTTPS traffic. If Burp Suite isn't intercepting any traffic, check that the Intercept button in Burp Suite is toggled on. This simple step is often overlooked. Also, make sure your browser is configured to use the correct proxy settings. And that's it. These basic checks can save you a lot of time and frustration. You're now well on your way to becoming a Burp Suite master. With these troubleshooting tips, you can tackle common issues with confidence. Remember, this is just the beginning. There's always more to learn and new challenges to overcome. There's a ton more to learn about Burp Suite and its powerful features. Each tool within Burp Suite offers unique capabilities that can enhance your testing. So keep experimenting, keep learning, and stay curious. Happy hacking! The journey to mastering Burp Suite is an ongoing adventure.